Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Connor Diblin. I'm a fourth year medical student at King's College London, studying in the City of London. And in this video, I'm going to show you what I think is the best way of making notes on your laptop using my favourite productivity app, Notion. I'm going to leave a link to the template below that I'm going to show you in this video, and so please feel free to go and check it out. Me and notes have a bit of a love-hate relationship. I know that in the last few videos that I've spoken about studying, I've said that notes aren't really a very good way of studying, but notes are a fantastic way of jotting down content as you receive it. You know, in lectures, in tutorials, you don't have time to be trying to make flashcards while you're hearing the content. You need to make notes. Now, for the first 4 years of university, I made all of my notes extensively and exclusively on my iPad Pro. If you want to hear more about how I use the iPad Pro to make notes in university, then please let me know in the comments below. Let's jump straight into my Notion and I'll show you how I make my notes, and I'll talk to you about why I think this is such a fantastic way of making notes. First of all, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. We're going to try and keep this short and sweet, so let's dive straight into my current fourth year notes. I've only started using Notion this academic year really, so I've only got my fourth year on here currently. I would like to at some point bring over all of my other content from the previous years, but that's going to take a while. I'm currently on my third block. The quality improvement project is something that runs through the entire thing. I've finished women's health, I've finished pediatrics, and now we're on to mental health. So I'm doing my psychiatry placement split between child and adolescent mental health, or CAMS, and older adult mental health. This is what it looks like when I've created a new page to do a new topic. I set out my title, I just give myself a little hint about what year it's in, and then I set up my page to have notes, flashcards, questions, and then extra resources. We're only interested in the notes today, so let's talk about that. I've got this handy little button here, which I just click, and it generates a new template that I can work on. The first thing I'm going to do whenever I do this is I just tell myself what day I'm working on this. Just do @today in Notion, and it drops in the date that you're currently on, which is fantastic. The next thing I do is I'd say what topic we're currently working on. Now, obviously we're not currently in a lecture, so let's just say that this is lecture notes. You might see that this is divided into 4 sections. We have this section we've just filled out, which is the date and the topic, and that's important because it does hint your recall to have a look at those, to think about when you did it, and to think about the title of the session. The main body of the notes section is divided into 2, the main bulk of which is dedicated to our notes. Now here we're going to be taking notes just like you normally might. We're taking them in bullet points, and each time we come across a new kind of main topic, we're going to be setting out what that is. So let's say that within this session we had topic number 1, and within topic number 1 we had several points. We then move on to the second topic within our session. At the end of a full session, you'd probably have between 10 and 30 different bullet points laid out for the different things that you've covered within that session. The reason this note-taking system is so powerful is that you then, at the end of every session, you need to go down to the bottom and summarise in 1 or 2 sentences everything that you learned that session. What this does is it makes you reflect on the content you've just learned, and this really cements that knowledge into your brain, and it sets you up perfectly for task number 2. Task number 2 is when you're coming and looking at this session or these notes for the second time. So the first time is when you've done them, the second time is when you're going to come and review them for the first time. What you're going to do is you're going to read your summary. You're going to have maybe even a quick look at your notes, preferably not, and you're going to be trying to recall some questions that were answered within this session. So topic 1 might have been on heart anatomy, and your first question might be, what are the 4 chambers of the heart? Your next question might be, what is the innervation? But this doesn't just apply to medicine. You could also be studying history or something. So, you know, I don't know anything about history. What was the date? That's kind of what I imagine historians care about. I don't know, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. So your first run through is creating your notes and quickly summarising. Your second run through is to create some recall questions. And the thing here, and I think all of you are going to have realised this, these are active recall questions. Asking yourself questions about content without looking at prompts within the content is active recall. This is the best way to learn and to memorise anything. It betters your understanding, it increases your memory, it creates new links within your neurons. It's just fantastic. We now have our summary done, we have our active recall notes made, we have our notes here on the right. Now there's one section we haven't done, and this is something which I think is really important. What actions do you need to take to better understand this content? This is not about memory in this case. This is not, oh, I should study this content 4 more times so I can remember it properly. No, this is actual actions that you can take to understand the content better. Let's say that this is the heart anatomy. The actions needed might be that I would like to download an app in which I can see the heart in 3D. And that might be really useful for my understanding. It's got nothing to do with the note-taking. It's got nothing to do with my active recall questions. My active recall questions are now there forever. And whenever I want to come and review this lecture or review this tutorial, I don't need to look at my notes. I can just come over and I can read my active recall questions. And that's my note-taking system. It works amazingly on the laptop. I really love this way of taking notes in Notion. It's so easy. All of the little Notion shortcuts make it so fantastic to do. And this is how I'm going to be taking all of my notes on my laptops from now on. Please feel free to check out the note-taking system below. The template is just there. You can download it and add it into your Notion, including the new note button, which just makes it all so easy. And that's it for the note-taking system. I hope you can see that it's very simple and it works very well, at least for me. I think it'll be awesome if you could all try it out. The template for this system is just below, so check that out. And of course, like, subscribe for more. However, that's not the end of the video. If you are interested in why this note-taking system actually works, stick around for the next 2 minutes. I promised I'd go over this in just 2 minutes, so let's put 2 minutes on the clock and let's go. So this note-taking system, this is called the Cornell note-taking system. It was designed at the Cornell University for the students in the 1950s. The reason this note-taking formula works so well is that the system actively encourages you to reflect on what you've written in that lecture or that session. And to do this, you summarize your notes. So the first thing you do is you write your notes during the lecture. You do that in real time while the person's talking. You then summarize at the end of the session. The next time you come and look at these notes, instead of passively just reviewing or rereading your notes or highlighting something, what you're doing is you're creating questions to ask yourself. If you can't answer them, you look back at the notes and you find the answer within the notes. If the answer is not there, then you can go away and do your further research, and that's absolutely fine as well. But these questions you're creating, these are active recall questions, and these are amazingly powerful at making you remember content. Often just making your notes, summarizing, then creating a few active recall questions is enough to pass your exam. Something that I found really powerful within Notion and within this note-taking system is that you can reorder your notes as you review them. So let's say you're going through your recall questions and you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure that I really understand this. Maybe the first question you're asking yourself relies on the second question already answered. So then you can reorder them. You can drag and drop within Notion, and that's really powerful. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you found it useful. I'm really loving exploring Notion and finding new ways that I can use it, and I hope you are too. Please like and subscribe. Comment below if there's anything else that you'd like me to work out for you in Notion, anything we can work out together. If you want to hear more about how I use the iPad Pro to make notes in university, then please let me know in the comments below. First of all, remember to hit that like button and subscribe.